Hello and welcome back to another Pricey HG video, and today we've got another Christmas FIFA episode. This time, we have got a different lineup going on. We've got a 4-3-3 attack with Santa in cam. If you remember back in FIFA 15, Santa played really well in cam against the CPU, so we'll see this time whether he can do the same against my brother as we play second in the league, Liverpool. Coming out of the last game, we know that we need a win here. The truth is, if we get a draw, it is completely entirely dependent on us getting a win and beating my brother by... Oh, look at the size of Santa, it's hilarious. And beating my brother by quite a lot of goals, basically, to try and retain that position at the top. Basically, after all of Christmas FIFA's time, we have just done so well. And you can see this start here, it's just ridiculous. It's like, we are not going to be served an easy, hand-plated performance because we have a brilliant chance. Only 22 minutes in, we are the dominant side, we are controlling the game, and then all of a sudden, after a fantastic cross in, Matip takes out Alexis Sanchez, and that cross does lead to Higuain. Higuain taps it in the net with a fantastic little heel-flicked goal almost, but apparently that's not acceptable. No advantage for us. It is a penalty, and we all know how bad I am at penalties on this game all of a sudden. I used to be actually alright at them, and then suddenly I just seem to have gone into a rut with them. And obviously against the CPU it's really difficult because they seem to predict your side, but when you're playing against someone who's also in the room watching the same screen, they can see your arrow of direction. So he saves it, but my following is just better than his, and I managed to catch up with it with a fantastic little heel-flicked goal, again, from Santa Claus there. Santa Claus gets his second goal of the little mini-tournament, and we are on track at the moment to get our necessary victory, because we need a victory in this game. Bear in mind, the next game is Chelsea, and Chelsea are a very good team, although they are missing a few players from their side. You've got John Terry and Gary Cahill gone, but Kurt Zouma and David Luiz aren't a bad substitute in that sense. So, I mean, we'll have to see what happens. But we are pushing and pushing for that second goal, because that all-important second goal will probably be what decides this game. Unfortunately, that isn't so in our favour. But Santa hits one here and unleashes a good shot, and it's only just wide of the post. And this year I am genuinely worried at the moment that we may not be able to actually win the tournament, as we have done every year. I mean, in FIFA 15, to be fair, it wasn't a tournament, but in FIFA 16, we won all 3 games. So, trust me, I am better than this when I'm playing my brother. Just, the pressure was getting to me here. It's for YouTube, it's for the channel, it's going on the internet, so this is here forever. Anyone and everyone can see this. And basically, my FIFA ability here, it was being put to a real shame test, because I just wasn't performing, and even if we were dominant, even if we were getting more shots, I wasn't finishing them. And we do go in at half-time, and you see the statistics in a moment. We've had over double the amount of shots. No, little less possession, but, you know, over double the amount of shots. It's proving to be a real tough game, and if you know my brother, you know that he'll just come out of anywhere and get a goal. And unfortunately, spoiler alert, that is pretty much what he does here with a ridiculous attack. Like, look at this. It just bounces everywhere. Like, what is going on there? And then, obviously, I have no centre-back in that position because he's just came out to tackle the man. And, unfortunately, because he's been pulled out of position, it just bounces off everywhere. And just to reiterate to him, I was fuming at this point. I was mad. And just to reiterate, I looked at the statistics. I mean, statistics, there's only one important one, and at the end of the day, that's the scoreline. But it just seems like, I don't know, I'm just getting a serving of crap this year, and I can't seem to officially establish a correct position in this game. Like, I'm just not comfortable when playing FIFA at the moment, and I don't know what on earth it is, but I just never feel comfortable in a game. Even in career mode, if we're winning 1-0, 2-0, I just won't feel comfortable. I'll go into the game nervous. Maybe I'll just need to get a bit more confidence. You can see a crunching tackle there, and I don't know what's going on here. I'm falling apart again, much like last game. But at the minimum here, we need the point, because otherwise he's won. So I had to get my shit together. I had to get my head in place. I had to get at least a point here. Otherwise, my brother would have won the mini Christmas FIFA tournament for this year, and there would be no excitement going into the final game, because everyone would know what the prepared result was. I hope everyone's Christmas was good as well, by the way. It's New Year in a few days. And this is just sort of the little weird in-between bit that everyone just sort of eats the remaining bit of turkey or chocolate. And by the way, if anyone is wondering, yes, this video is being recorded with the Blue Yeti microphone, as you can probably hear. It's the second video ever that's being recorded with it, and the first Christmas FIFA that's being recorded with it. And it is so much more handier as well for live commentary, so maybe expect a few of them coming your way very soon. But unfortunately for my brother, he got an injury, Firmino. But the central attacking midfielder, which for some reason is a striker in this game, I don't really see Firmino as a striker, had to be removed for Wijnaldum. So it's not a bad substitution, I suppose. And you see I also make a bit of a tactical change too, bringing Dubio onto the right wing. I know Sweaty because he can't play there, but I need it. I was desperate. I'm just desperate. Genuinely, I'm desperate. And you can see what happens now is after the Firmino injury and the substitution, Henderson kicks it upfield to give the ball back to us at a drop ball situation. And
that was fucking dreadful.
Right. I'm really quite unsure on what on earth happened there, but I know something. Will was right. It was dreadful, and I don't have a clue how that happened. It just sort of, like, thank God it wasn't on target. Genuinely, thank God. That would have just been a roundup of my day, a roundup of Christmas FIFA this year, because I cannot get a stable, firm foot in the game. And you can see there, that cross from my brother's team, Liverpool, with Lallana, it just didn't come out. In the end, it ended up being just about out. Maybe just about, because it was a decent cross too. But we're pushing for the final victory here. We're pushing for them 3 points, because it's really putting more pressure on us for the final in the next game, which will be airing, I believe, tomorrow, as long as my schedule's right. So I look forward to that. It will be the finale of Christmas FIFA this year. Of course, the Christmas period is beginning to sort of die off. But this is, of course, the 4th day of Christmas, so we've still got, you know, a good 8 days of Christmas left. I do hope you enjoy them. And make sure you take your tree down in this period as well at some point. Maybe after New Year, that normally is the best time to take it down. But you see, look how close that was. Hugo Lloris with a worldie of a save after a turned volley. A turned half volley at that from the attacking Liverpool team. And they hit the bar here. Wow, this was close. This was real close. And I am just so glad that I came out of that with a 1-1 position still on par. But then you see an almost Watford-esque counter-attack. It's like Watford versus Leicester City, just without the penalty. But Santa cannot finish when it is vital, when it is most needed. That would have been such a nice end to the game, but unfortunately, it isn't to be. So I do thank you for watching. If you do, make sure you smash that like button. And I will see you next time. Subscribe for more FIFA 17 content. And the Christmas FIFA episode will be on the 5th day of Christmas. Episode 3 is coming to you very soon. See you next time.